So, are you feeling lucky, punk? Are ya? Let me reload. You know, switching to your sidearm is faster than reloading. Hey guys, welcome back to opening more Digimon booster boxes. We're here for some more of that, and welcome back to the backlog. I forgot to say that. It's a thrown off day when you just forget to say the line. And as you can see over there, there's a little bit of a a mess. That's just what you get when you're not at your regular recording setup and you just gotta throw cords all over the place because you're an idiot. But anyway, I like video game recording stuff over there. But today, we're going at it with the Digimon Pack Next Adventure, BT7. So this one does have a lot of cool cards. It's even got like Kazemon and Zephyrmon slash Ferrymon and Shutsmon. So I'm hoping to get some of those. There's nothing much else I would really care about. Just getting more cards would be awesome. So there's really no like goal. Like, with the last one we did Cross Encounter, there were some goals. Like we wanted to get Tethysmon, we wanted to get Minervamon, we wanted to get Shoutmon ×5. But this one doesn't really have a goal. We're just here to look at Digimon cards. And this time, since we're back at where I did this last time, I have the patented Frozen Breeze Digimon card viewer. So we're going to be able to see cards a lot closer up, and we'll be able to focus them a whole lot more. So thank God we've got that. Other than that, we've got our best friend. It's still almost Christmas. He's here to say hi to you and buy chicken. Get out of here, you. I just throw him around. Abuse is funny, right? You're just going to see him over there for these parts. Hopefully we'll be able to contain this down to 4 parts, but we've never looked at these cards on camera before, so we're never really going to know. Anyway, these are not the Frozen Breeze branded skizzers, but they are indeed skizzers, so just, as usual, be as dangerous as possible when opening your Digimon cards. If you're not a true Epsilon. Epsilons have to get themselves hurt in order to open their Digimon cards, because if they don't, I don't believe in the power that they create. Oh god, come on. Oh! When you gotta tear the plastic off, it's always the worst part, because it feels so good, but like, there you go. It's very sexually gratifying for me. What can I say? Digimon's very sexually gratifying. Just remember that. Remember that at all times, viewer. Anyway, let's open this up. The top's a little bit messed up there, but that's because this is just kind of sat around for a couple of days as I've been, opening other Digimon packs. So, there you go. This even gives, like, what it is. It says New Digimon Adventure Booster. If it will even... Can you please focus? Even with this stuff, it's going to be, like, completely unfocusable. Come on. Whatever, it says Venture Booster. I don't really know anymore. Let me readjust my existence. There we go. Alrighty then. So I'm going to open this thing up. Hopefully the lighting won't be too bad, but that's what you get for trying to do this at night with no overhead light. Ooh. Ooh. Got stuck up there. Let's... Oh, it's like static. Oh, no. Oh, no. I know this card. This is meta as fuck. And then it also came with a promotional pack of 1 card. So, the very small amount of cards they wanted to give me for extras. But, sometimes you just got to deal with that. And then there's all of the Next Adventure cards. So... Gonna be hopping into those in a little bit. I'm just gonna put away the skizzers as to not hurt myself anymore. But anyway, I need to bring up the card viewer as to help out. And I'm gonna open up this clear one since I never really have a care for these clear ones. They're not special in any other way. Other than them just, having a card inside of it. So, anyway, Let's see. How can I aim this to look good? Let me see. I'm trying to think of a way I can put this, because usually the camera's facing a little bit down. Uh, hmm. Interesting. Let me see. I do have a... Oh, that definitely did something. Should I just like put a light up like this the entire time? No, that'd be horrible. Let's see. Rethinking lighting options. Oh, this would be a great position. Maybe like right here. That'd be great, but I have no way to keep the camera there or keep my light there. So we're just gonna have to say fuck it. This room really doesn't do well with lighting, I tell you. Like, it's great during the day. During the day, you can see things pretty much 100%, but when you're trying to do them late at night, just not gonna work out for you. Hmm. Thinking about other ways I can fix this real quick. Let me get up and out of my recording area. Might be able to. Oh, there's my foot. There we go. There's a bit more light, but I really need it behind me instead of in front of me. But I think it's going to be fine. God. I had a massive dinner tonight. I don't know why I ate so much. Anyway, I think that's pretty much viewable. Might be able to like that. It's a little bit dark on the lower side. Let me At least it's focusing. It's so strange that it'll focus like this, but not like it in other areas. Well, anyway, like I was saying, this is a very meta card for at least when Next Adventure came out. This is Tommy Himi. I never heard Tommy's last name in the anime, so interesting to know that his last name is Himi. Strange. Anyway, if you don't know this character, you probably didn't watch Frontiers, which is going to be kind of confusing for you if you see a bunch of Frontiers Digimon in here, but you're just going to have to get used to it. You're going to be seeing things that you just don't know existed. Anyway, Tommy Himi is part of the tamers that could turn into Digimon, so they were part of the 10 legendary warriors. Sadly, not all of them are in this pack, but beggars can't be choosers. Anyway, his let's see. His effect says, security, play this card without paying its memory cost, which really should be down here, but that's because these cards are a little bit different. So it says, on play, trash 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. And this down here, this is not a security. This is an inheritable effect because tamers, or just people, could digivolve into Digimon. So they get used as actual inheritances, which is so weird, but it's kind of for all the tamers that were in Frontiers. So they're gonna be acting a lot differently in this. So anyway, his inheritable, weird to say, says when attacking, once per turn, until the end of your opponent's next turn, one of your opponent's Digimon with no Digivolution cards can't attack or block. And that's when attacking, once per turn. So, not sure how useful that is, but I think for its on-play effect is really why this card is played a lot in blue hybrid decks. Because of that whole trashing 3 Digivolution cards from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. That is pretty OP since early, cards are pretty powerful, and this would get rid of those early cards. So, that is cool to get that. I don't know if you could get other tamers from that, but we're just going to lay that down there. Anyway, now we've got ourselves this almost fits a pack, I tell you. We got ourselves a Digimon Card Game box promotion pack, Next Adventure. So it's got Bukamon and Sunamon up there. Down here you can see Nyaromon, Tokomon. You can see Tanamon, Modimon. You see a Kapurimon and a Sunemon, or a Sunamon, or whatever. A Pagumon and a Demimeramon, a Yokomon and a Korumon. I'm sorry if you can't see this. Let me bring it up a little bit closer. There you go. There's the top side. Maybe I can use my patented Frozen Breeze camera. See, it actually likes to focus when it can actually see that light. I would love to have my like room light that I have for streaming here to help out with this, but not in the right area, not in the right area. So, anyway, that's that. Let me just push this back down to where it was. Anyway, I'm going to try and save this pack, as I usually do. It does have that all of these are not Digimon. These cards are actually memory boost cards. So I actually have 2 of each from a prior pack. Not from, like, anything we've opened, but from one of those anniversary packs. The big guys, the cardboard ones, they came with, like, memory boosts for each color. So okay, I'm tearing at it. Yeah, there we go. Okay, okay. You see how I'm ripping into it right there. So, trying to save. Well, pretty much saved it. Ripped a little bit too hard, but we're gonna have to just deal with it as we are. Come as you are, as you were, with a shotgun up your ass. You ever seen Defenders? The old Marvel show that came out on Netflix that was supposed to be like a crossover with all those shows. Really, it was something. I like all those shows, so it was cool, but it was definitely a really bad show. It was cool nonetheless. So yeah, pretty much saved it. The only part is at the very bottom, a little bit of a tear, but that ain't bad. Anyway, here's the card that we got from it. We got Blue Memory Boost with Sunamon and Bukamon eating like ice cream. It's like got a snow cone, not a snow cone. That's like actual a cone, like shaved ice and a bunch of like popsicles down there. Let me give you guys a bit more light so you can see it. Really wish I need like a mount for my phone just to be on there, but whatever, I guess. Well, whatever. Anyway, that is it in light. You see how that would be like, oh, this is pretty much brighted up the entire way. I really need like a boom stand for my like tripod. Anyway, we have Blue Memory Boost, which says for main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 blue Digimon card among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order, then place this card in the battle area. And then you can delay for 2 memory. That's not bad. It's a pretty wide target for blue cards, so I'd probably put it in a deck. And then it says, for its security, place this card in the owner's battle area. So really, it would be used for a delay effect in that mode. Yeah, I'm guessing all these are super rare as according to its finding, I guess. So I'm going to go ahead and save this over on the couch to make sure we don't lose it. But this will just go on top of Tommy for now. So anyway, we need to open our first pack. So anyway, here's a bit of it in full. It's just got Metal Greymon on it. It's a very dark pack for some reason. It's not all that light. I think it's just because it's not in like actual light. It's in like dim light. So let me there we go. That's a lot better. There's a much better look at what the packs actually look like. And it's a really cool render of Metal Greymon. So, since I haven't opened these up before, even in my spare time, I'm going to try and save it. I will save this universe and yours. Alright, alright, alright. Not bad, not bad. I haven't messed up the front yet, so good news can only happen from here. Okay. A bit of tearing, but, you know, ain't gonna leave to too many scars. Maybe my memories might be scarred, but that's a small price to pay for a good-looking Digimon pack. Oh god, I can hear it. It's gonna snap. I can tell. Ah! No! Fucked it up. Well, there's so many packs in here, I could save another one. This just goes into the trash bin. Anyway, let's go ahead and put the cards up. Alright. So, it seems like you can see the cards pretty well even without the light, so I think I am fine with this for now. Anyway, the first card we pulled is Giga Storm. So it's not Giga Destroyer or whatever, where he sends out those, like, missiles with, like, the faces on them. Instead, it's the one where he shoots, like, lasers out of his chest that showed up in Adventure 2020. So interesting looking attack. It says for its main, delete up to 2 of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or less. Kind of bad for a play cost of 7, but it's an early card. It's actually not that early. It's later than the Battle of Omni cards we looked at. This thing is just that I didn't know what the Battle of Omni cards said because they were all in Japanese. So interesting. And then security just says activate the effect. So not an amazing card. We got ourselves an Eismon. So it's like kind of like, it's not Eismon scatter mode, but I think it does mention it in its card text. So let's see. So it is it's not a rookie, it's a champion, and its effect says when you trash this card in your hand using one of your effects, if Eismon's scatter mode is in the trash, you may play this card without paying its memory cost. And in your turn, for each Eismon scatter mode in your trash, this Digimon gains plus 2,000 DP. So this could technically turn this champion into a pretty high beater if you had like all 4 of your Eismon scatter modes into the trash. But really, I don't know why you would really be using this card trying to make it into a beater. But okay then. All right. Anyway, next up. Oh, now we've got Kumamon's... well, it's replacement pretty much. Anyway, one of the 10 legendary warriors, we've got Kumamon, otherwise known as Chichakumon or Chakakumon. It has a very strange Japanese name that's never really talked about here in America, so but this is definitely a very meta card for Blue Hybrid. We're going to be seeing a lot of Blue Hybrid in here. But anyway, Kumamon's ability says you may digivolve this Digimon from your hand onto one of your blue tamers if your tamer is a level 3 blue Digimon. What does that mean? What? If the tamer is a level 3 blue Digimon. If it is, tamers can't be level 3. I don't know what that means. I think it means more that and treat the tamer as a level 3. Because I think this can work on every kind of tamer, but I'm not sure. That might need to be a little bit of a, somebody inform me about what that might mean. And then it says, when digivolving, trash one Digivolution card from the bottom of one of your opponent's Digimon. So that would work well with the Tommy card, besides it's his, his evolution he used. So, makes sense. Alright, next up we've got a Triceramon eating grass. Triceramon eats grass with Tanamon just kind of staring at all the weed it's eating, I guess. Or maybe I guess it's scared it's going to get eaten. I don't know why a dinosaur is eating... Actually, no. You have to remember, Triceratopses... Triceratai, I guess. I don't know. Triceratopses... Is that the plural? I don't know. Either way, they were herbivore dinosaurs. So that would actually make sense. I have to remember that. Either way, this art is very strange looking. Alright, let's see what we got next. We got ourselves a toy Agumon. He's just kind of hanging out on top of a bunch of Legos. Sad to say he has no ability or inheritance. So that's one thing you get with like very early sets of Digimon. You get cards that have no effect, no inheritance, and are pretty much unplayable, but have cool looking art. He's just kind of like, yay, I'm alive, and I suck, and there's no such thing as Toy Greymon because everybody hates me. Don't worry, Toy Agumon. You're stupid. Don't worry, I'm here to confirm that you are indeed absolutely stupid. Anyway, push that on over there. We got ourselves Pulsemon. How many Pulsemons do I have now? I probably have like 4 different types of Pulsemons now. Pulsemon is just a very common card, like Agumon is. Agumon is an extremely common card. Anyway, he's just kind of hanging out in a gym. He's got himself a hydro flask, I guess. Well, that's my headcanon. Fucking Pulsemon uses a hydro flask. Anyway, it has no ability, but its inheritance says, when attacking once per turn, if you have 3 security cards, gain 2 memory. Not a bad ability, I would say. If you could somehow have... Well, no, that wouldn't work like that. But yeah, you could just gain up memory by attacking. But you still run the risk of running yourself into security and dying. So, interesting, interesting. Next up, we've got Waymon. Everybody remembers Waymon, right? I mean, if you watch the anime, you should. He's the one who took them to Server Continent and then died. Very sad. He died later on, but yeah, he died. He did indeed die. That's just no good. He also has an on-play effect, which is just amazing. Anyway, it says, on play, you may play one level 3 Digimon card from one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards as another Digimon without paying its memory cost. If you do, you may place one blue Digimon card from your hand at the bottom of one of your Digimon's Digivolution cards. So, for the cost of 8, you could play a rookie and then add back to another Digimon, which might be good, but its play cost is just so high. Also, if you can't see, because it's just so small, let me give you some light. Let there be light. Right next to his head is a little Bukomon just kind of saying, yo. But then again, it's so small, I bet even the camera probably couldn't pick it up. Only the trained Digimon eye can see it. Anyway, let's put this down. We got ourselves Electric Rush, which is, I guess, Pulsemon's attack. And it says, main one of your Digimon get plus 3,000 DP for the turn. Then if you have 3 security cards, unsuspend one of your Digimon. So I guess that means exactly 3. It's definitely a card that is extremely situational, but would allow you to attack twice, so might be good. Anyway, it says for security, add this to the owner's hand. So, yeah, it wouldn't... You definitely want to delay that card's usage and stuff. Not a bad card, but definitely not something super useful. Oh no, we got Harassment Mons fucking in training level. We've got Pusurimon. If you don't know what I mean by Harassment Mon, I mean I call him Harassment Mon because I can't say his name. He's the main Digimon from Digimon Rear Eyes. I just remember Rear Eyes, but I don't remember shit about anything of it. It was a mobile game that got shut down this year in 2022. Almost 2023. This episode might even just come out in 2023. But he was kind of an extremely annoying Digimon. He was like Hyrismon or something. He was weird looking. He was a hedgehog. He was literally just Sonic. And the game was okay, but I really like Digimon Lynx better. Anyway, the inheritance for Puasarimon says, your turn, when this card is trashed due to activating Digimon's Digiburst, one of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 1,000 DP for the turn. I really don't see... That's a really bad inheritable. You would really... That's just not great. Anyway, what's up next? We got ourselves Mame Tyrannomon with a X-Tyrannomon in the background and just a metal Tyrannomon right next to him. So he's just kind of like... He's either hanging out with them or he's being fucking chased down by him. Mame Tyranno... No, it's not even Mame Tyrannomon. It's Mame Tyramon. Weird. I always thought they looked like a cool Digimon, but this art is very not flattering for him. Looking at this, like, upwards angle at him makes him look really fucking weird. Anyway, his ability says, when attacking, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You may Digivolve this Digimon into a green level 6 Digimon among them without paying its memory cost. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of the deck in any order. That sounds like a really good ability, but it's very niche. You would need to pull out a level 6 out of there. And that would be great if you could turn into something like Bloom Lordmon, Lotusmon, or anything. But, like, really, when attacking, so that's right when he starts attacking, you can instantly evolve. So really, he'll never attack unless you just don't hit your target, which would kind of suck. So, not an amazing card. Anyway, what's up next? What? This is a very dark card, all ready for a very dark episode. Alright, let me give you some light. So, oh, it actually kind of glows in this light. Interesting. Anyway, we've got ourselves Lopmon as one of our rares so far. It's very lonely right now. It looks like there's Digimon, like, in front, like maybe a Patamon and, I don't know, maybe a Salamon, like, hiding right in front of her. So that might have something to do with, like, the 3 archangels of Digimon, you know, like Ophanimon, Seraphimon, and Cherubimon, so that might have something to do with it. Anyway, it says for your inheritance, it says your turn, once per memory, once per turn when you play a tamer, gain 1 memory. So in a way, it kind of subtracts 1 memory from every tamer you play, which can be pretty good. Not a bad card, and a pretty cool looking art. Anyway, what's behind it? Oh, well, damn, we've already gone up through then. We had already pulled Rasenmon Fury Mode in another episode, but now we just have the original Rasenmon. He looks kind of strange in this weird light. Let me light him up for you. There you go. That's the mega level of Harassmentmon with Parasarimon. And the weird, like, monster demon guy, which I got a while back. But yeah, this is the, like, light version. And that's a pretty cool looking card. I'd say that's a pretty cool looking one. Anyway, it says for his ability, when digivolving into this card from your hand, the memory cost of the digivolution is equal to the number of cards in your security stack. If you have 0 in the cards, 0 security cards, the memory is 1. Okay, so you could literally just make this into a 1-cost evolution if you're at their very last, like, length of your attacks. And then it says, for main, once per turn, Digiburst 4, which means to remove cards from the bottom of your Digivolution, so removing 4 of them. One of your opponent's Digimon gets negative 3000 DP for the turn for each card you trash by this card's effect. And you can do it up to 4, so it doesn't just have to be 4. But doing it that way, 4 times 3000 would be 12,000. So you could instantly destroy a Mega using that effect. Like, sure, you get rid of a lot of cards under you, but sometimes those cards just are worthless. So that's not a bad ability. That is a pretty good ability, in my opinion. Anyway, that was the first pack. Pretty good pull. I really like that Rasenmon we got. All right. I'd like to really what I'm looking for is a Kazemon and Shutsmon, just because I think that would be cool. Anyway, I'm trying to save this pack as well. I'm the pack saver. What can I say? I'm the one out there trying to save plastic. You know the people who are trying to save the environment by getting rid of plastic? Yeah, I'm the reverse. I try to destroy the government by... Destroy the government? Well, I'm put on a watch list now, and that's why they made me rip the pack. But that's not a bad rip. Anyway, I'm trying to destroy the government out of context. Damn, these things are ripping a whole lot more than other ones. I should really be a lot more careful with them. But at this point, I'm just kind of ripping things asunder. I hate plastic. It sucks. Anyway, if somebody were to take the I'm going to destroy the government out of context, I meant to say destroy the environment. Then again, the environment is owned by the government, so, you know, close enough. Anyway, first card we got was Neimon, or Neemon, as it's called in this one. One of the most disgusting and annoying Digimon in the entire series. This thing was a horrible thing, and I wonder why Frontiers thought it was a good idea to bring it along for the entire adventure. It just shit itself the entire time. And literally, in Rumble Arena 2, its only attack is shitting. So, I don't know. Somebody thought this was a good card. I think it's dog shit. Anyway, let's read its effect before if I call it dog shit. Anyway, it says, on play, you may play one Tamer card with an inherited effect from your hand without paying its memory cost. Depending on how high that Tamer is, I guess it would be okay. Really, I don't know why you'd want this thing on the field. And for all turns, once per turn, when one of your Digimon with a Tamer card and its Digivolution card is deleted, you may play one Tamer card from your trash without paying its memory cost. It has actually not a bad effect if you want to keep cycling out Tamers, like the Tommy one, to try and, like, you know, get more cards into place. That's not a bad card. Just kind of a strange idea from it. Anyway, put that in there. We've already seen Waymon, so we're going to move on from that. We've got Orochimon. We got Orochimaru here, and he's pissed because he's multiple snakes now. If you watch Digimon Adventure 2020, you may remember him from, like, one of the bosses before Dan Devimon. It's like one of the random bosses that they fought and stuff. Anyway, Orochimon's ability says, when this card is trashed in your hand, using one of your effects, draw one. interesting. Really, Purple focuses a lot on trashing. Just sometimes I wonder why it does that. I don't know. Anyway, its inheritance says when attacking once per turn, you may trash one card from your hand to gain one memory. So I guess if you already had this on the field, then you could trash another one in your hand? Very roundabout way to get memory, but interesting nonetheless. Very strange art with all of his like heads hanging around the moon. Do snakes have anything to do with the moon? That sounds weird out of context. Do snakes have anything to do with the moon? Just like, I don't know. Anyway, we've already seen Toya Agumon. Ooh, got ourselves another hybrid Digimon. I got ourselves Gigasmon. So Gigasmon is the beast evolution of Grumblemon slash Garotmon. Pretty much the Ganadaga Gnome Digimon. Gotta love the Ganadaga Gnome Digimon. Anyway, this guy always looked weird and was kind of like a strange guy. He got his ass kicked like really quick into the series, and he's got Koki drawn him, but it's not bad this time around. I give him shit, but I like this. Anyway, you may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your black tamers as if the tamer is a level 3 black Digimon. That's what I think was missing from the Kumamon card, or maybe I just didn't read it right. As if, yes, that makes a lot more sense. As if the card is a level 3. So that makes a whole lot more sense than what I read. Anyway, it's got blocker. So, interesting hybrid, but there's only really one black hybrid. Just Gigasmon and Grotmon. I don't know why you would use those cards, but interesting nonetheless. Our first black card of the entire line. Another Pulsemon that we saw earlier. Oh, got ourselves another Eismon. Just regular Eismon. Alright, put it over there. Got ourselves a Kokomon. Just like the Lopmon, it is very, very dark. Anyway, kind of cute, just hanging out in a random like place, being happy, unlike the Lopmon who is extremely unhappy. Anyway, its inheritance says, when attacking, you may reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Trash one tamer card among them and place the rest at the bottom of your deck in any order. That's not bad. A reveal card in training is like pretty OP, and then again, purple is all about trashing, so that might actually be a pretty good effect. Alright, what we got next? Oh, we got the purple, or at least one of the purple. I don't know, they might have, it might have the Loemon line, but they might also have the other one, when Koji's brother was, evil. That other line in here, because it's not technically, like, a legendary warrior, but is still a hybrid Digimon, so it's like, I guess either or could exist in this. But anyway, we got Kaiser Leomon. I always felt that he was like the cooler one out of Loemon and like his stuff. He's kind of like Kendo Garurumon, but like the dark version. So I think he looks pretty damn cool. Anyway, let me give it some light because it's a little bit of a darker card. There you go. You got better see now. Anyway, let me turn off this. But its effect says, you may digivolve this card from your hand onto one of your purple tamers as if the tamer is a level 3 purple Digimon for a memory cost of 2. So you can either use it as... interesting. So you do it for a cost of 2, but some of them just say that they take no cost or anything. So I think it's because it says 3 right there, so it then takes it to a 2 because you treat the tamer as a level 3. So it might actually be a better cost-saving thing. And then it says, when digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its traits or Koichi Kimura, so Koji's brother, is in the Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon gains retaliation until the end of your opponent's next turn. Interesting card. I really like its design, and that's one of my favorite, spirits, but it's not that great of a card. Still, it's weird that, Gigasmon is in here, but there's no Ranamon. Ain't that weird? Ranamon's cool. And well, we'll talk about what else I say. Anyway, we got ourselves another hybrid. We got ourselves Burning Greymon. And if you don't know, which you might want to know if you're ever fought in a Digimon trivia battle, as I always am on the daily, Burning Greymon's name is only that in America. Its Japanese name has absolutely nothing to do with Greymon. Its name is Vitramon, or Veritamon, or whatever. Uh, I don't know why it was created as Burning Greymon here in America, but I've always felt that that name was like so much cooler, like Burning Greymon. I always felt it was awesome. Anyway, its effect says you may digivolve this card from your hand onto Red Tamers for a cost of 0, or cost of 2. So yeah, it's going to be probably that most Beast Spirits will say that same thing. And it says when digivolving, if a card with hybrid in its traits or Takuya Kanbara is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 4,000 DP or less. Not bad, but definitely not one of the best spirit cards you could play. So, I definitely like the card's art, though. Ooh, well, this next card's kind of important to my Alphamon deck that I want to create at some point. Kota Damoto is the final part of Digimon Chronicle that I've been talking about for quite some time. I've talked about Cool Boy, otherwise known as Shinji or whatever, and I've talked about the Yusa guy. This is Kota, and he was Dorumon's tamer from Digimon Chronicle. So, I guess this is me. I look like a fucking weirdo. Somebody draw art of me in that fucking suit, and I think I'd probably be happy, but I'd also probably be cringing, because I'm just such a cringe man. Anyway, Kota's ability says, at the start of your turn, if you have 2 memory or less, set your memory to 3. Pretty good. Then on play, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. Add 1 card with X antibody and its traits among them to your hand. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then security is play this card without memory. Pretty good card, just for it's not even like something you would just need in an Alphamon deck. Something that you could use in like any X antibody deck. As far as I know, he is the tamer for Dorumon. If I'm incorrect about that, somebody tell me. But for now, that's what I'm going to guess it as. So it's pretty important since, even back then during BT7, they were talking about X antibody Digimon. So it's interesting. Next up, we got ourselves another Lopmon. So, very dark. There you go. A bit better lighting to at least see at the very end. Anyway, you know how we always do these episodes, these beginning ones, and we only ever really open 2 packs on the first one. Just because there's so many new cards to see in there. Every card is a new card, so we have to go over all of them. So, anyway, next time on opening Digimon booster packs, we're going to be going more into the next adventure packs. So I'll see you guys next time.